Alright, so if Assault Melee coming out, of course we have to do one of these videos for my series of soloing, or trying to solo, beating at least every single relevant boss in story using the, new character. We've done this with Sariel, Demon Meliodas, I believe. So many characters. There was the one. Now time for Assault Melee. I like to start off always with Hendrickson, because Hendrickson, even though these days not the strongest boss, but used to be a very big boy. So of course we have to start with him. He used to be like a menace, right, when the game first came out, and even when the global first came out, even though people knew how to be and everything, it was still pretty much a menace. So yeah, we're gonna try to solo most of these stages, at least try. If we can't, we'll call for help, but I think Melee can solo a good portion of these story stages. Unfortunately, some of the stages that I want to do, I can't, like Estarossa, because Estarossa's fight, you can't use Meliodas, because technically in the story he's dead during that fight, so you can't actually use Meliodas against him. That would be like probably the coolest fight to go against, because he's probably the most difficult boss. But to compensate for it, I think I'm gonna try to do those Grey Demons that people have issue with. But yeah, so with Melee being alone, he can proc his passive, which is really, really good. We're gonna have some good battles here. Alright, done with Hendrickson. Let's move on. And we're going all the way to this king right here because the only boss relevant enough to, face that comes before this king is like Gallant, but I'll face him on the chapter that you use Ascalon against him, because I think that chapter is, more difficult, and I want to face the most difficult one I can. But this king, again, was a big menace when he initially came out, especially on JP. At global launch, he was already nerfed, because they nerfed him a few times, actually, because he was just way too difficult. But at initial release, this man was a big, big, fat menace. But yeah, so let's hope I can heal enough. I am using Zeldris Link, because Zeldris gives lifesteal, and yeah, look at that healing, man. He healed 100k from that attack. That level 1 attack, he healed 100k, because of course, now with the max passive, he had 15% extra lifesteal, but now he has 25% extra lifesteal. Let me actually take a look. What's his stats? Just taking a look. What's his lifesteal, most importantly? Lifesteal at 68%. Man, lifesteal is a crazy stat. 100% crit chance. Oh man, look at these stats. So look at the HP, the attack. It's so crazy that he's doing is actually a thing. If he crits, he kills. Yeah, easy, easy. I actually decided to face this gun first before the one that you have to choose Escalor, because I want to use him, use Meliodas by himself. But I will still face the Melascula fight that you do have to choose Escalor, because I don't recall if there's any fights that you're not forced to use 1v1. Oh wait, does his passive cancel my passive? No, okay, good. Because he cancels debuff cards with that, got in the game. He cancels debuff cards that you try to apply to Gallon, but I guess he doesn't cancel passives or anything like that. It would be crazy if he actually canceled passives. Imagine, Gallon would actually be super relevant, because then you use Gallon, and if you luckily hit Liz, imagine you just cancel her from reviving. That would be so good. Actually, they should do that. They should make the next Gallon someone that randomly cancels enemy's passive as his passive. Kind of like this Gallon game. That would be really good. I don't think that would be kind of broken. Because if you face a Melee team and you randomly select Melee, well, that goes the whole team structure away, because that's the whole point of using that team. It's Melee's passive. That would be kind of crazy. We are forced to use Ascalor for this fight against Melascula, but since it's going to be an easy fight anyways, I'm just going to put the 1 and beat this as fast as we can. I actually am more excited about facing the later difficulties, because those are actually difficult. This Melascula would be difficult, but genuinely, being type disadvantage against Meliodas is not the best side, because I try to go for the highest difficulty one, considering, the order of the story, right? In order, this is the latest Melascula from this side of the story, so this would technically be the most difficult one, and she's blue. But I handicapped myself by putting Escalor, because now I can't proc Melee's passive. So it's kind of a win-loss situation. I get the new character, but I'm, not able to proc Melee's passive because of the Escalor. And there's no Escalors dying. Could happen. But, That's fine. I was thinking, you know, if I'm gonna be able to use 2 attacks, at least I won't be able to use my passive, just to kind of handicap myself again. But I'm getting Meliodas' ultimate, so it's okay. Again, if I just was using only melee, which I can't. If I was using just melee, then he would have his passive, which probably would be even better than just having someone else. Having melee's passive proccing is better than having a second E. No, having 2 moves is really good. Having 2 moves is genuinely way too good for me to say that, actually. But you get what I mean, right? Like, the passive is so strong. Ascanor is dying next turn. That's good. I'm not gonna attack with him or else he's gonna lifesteal. Because Ascanor's lifesteal is also really good. Yeah, 36% is not good. It's not bad. It's not, like, crazy like Meliodas, right? But Meliodas is definitely, like, insane. 68 is, like, crazy. Alright, another stage that we're forced to use Ascanor is this Joffre stage here. Again, not the, like, most help, because I am going to be losing on the passive. But having 2 moves is also very nice, of course. And I choose the one over the other ones just because it's the one. Genuinely, I'm trying not to use Ascanor at all, so it wouldn't matter who I pick. Right, Ascanor would probably be the worst to pick, because then he wouldn't die at all. This Joffre is the one that attacks you as well. Okay, I'm gonna have to get lucky on the order of his cards. I believe next turn he does not attack weaken. So that, oh, but he level 3 at that time. I meant attack seal, not attack weaken. He level 3 attack seal me. What are the odds he'll kill Ascanor eventually? What are the odds? Maybe I should come back here with a lesser good Ascanor. But then he's gonna keep attack sealing me. I don't think it's no, it might be possible to solo with just Meliodas, but the issue is that you're gonna have to get really lucky with the order of his cards. You're gonna have to beg for him to not attack seal you. Because if he attack seals you, then you can't do anything. He takes off your ultimate gauge and attack seals you every single turn. Now he doesn't have any protection against it like Ascanor does. Ascanor does become immune, right? To any form of debuffs. So I'm gonna have to use Ascanor to help him. So unfortunately for this stage, Melee can't do much. Unless I brought a cleanser, but then at that point I'd have to bring a 3rd unit for Melee to work here, so... Don't break Ascanor's card. Okay. It's okay. This stage is almost done. Again, unfortunately, Melee couldn't do much, but not much to his fault. Just the stage itself kind of cocks you in every single situation if you don't have like a cleanse. And Ascanor, of course, I'm not using a cleanse and Ascanor is working, but it's just because of how his passive works. So let me just skip to the end because it will be just mostly me moving cards, I guess. Alright, finally Ascanor's passive procced again, so I can actually kill him. Again, very boring and annoying stage, but what can you do? Alright, now we're going to be facing the 10 Commandments, starting with Dariari and Mons. I actually think I skipped Glocks and Droll, but Glocks and Droll has a better stage later on where it's more difficult, so I'm going to play that one. But I don't recall if Monspeed and Dariari have a better stage for me to face. They do have the Indra, Monspeed and Dariari, but that stage I have to use, what's his face? Sauriel and Tarmiel and stuff. I can't use Meliodas, so... They're both red, so this won't be the easiest. But luckily for me, they will not easily gain ultimate gauge, so... Yeah, and both my attacks are no, this attack is physical. Jeez. This attack is physical. This attack is long range. Monspeed is reducing the damage... No, sorry. Dariari is reducing the damage from long range attacks because of her commandment. And Monspeed is not enabling to gain ultimate gauge by, you know, using cards of his commandment. Because bots are allowed to use 2 commandments at once. Yes, of course. When you face, you know, these story stages, a lot of them have multiple commandments at once. Okay, I'm almost at my ultimate. That hurt. But now I have max melee passive. So they're barely doing damage to me. I think I should kill the Dari here. I have 4 buffs. This might be enough to kill Dariari. This is level 2 right here. And I got Melee's ultimate. 202k. Very close. I got Melee's ultimate, so that's a easy wipe for the next turn here. Yeah, mouse speed doesn't do damage basically, mostly because, you know, Dari is reducing the damage from long range cards, so mouse speeds, both cards are long range. This combination here didn't work as planned, I guess. And I forgot, how does Dari's healing work in this stage? Because she healed a lot, but alright, let's move on. Alright, now against Zelgers, Glocks, and Fraudron. Again, Glocks does have a better stage later on with Droll, so I'm going to be doing that one from chapter 13, I believe. Could be incorrect. This is chapter 11, right? Or 10? 10, I think it's 10. Alright. I don't recall if there's anything that would, like, disrupt me. He does destroy cards, yes. Destroy this one. Unlucky. I wanted to potentially get the level 3. That'd be very good. Does anyone here removes buffs? I do believe Fraudron, with a level 2 attack, does remove buffs. So I should kill him as fast as I can. That's him gone. That's him just gone. Absolutely done. He does take off ultimate gauge. Yep. But it's okay. I'm not pushing ult or anything. He doesn't do damage to me. 700 damage. Is that what you got, Zelgers? Is that really what you got? Let me give you the treatment that Dreyfus got, or Fraudron. Just 245k death. Just not even a chance. Glocks. You know what comes next, right? I should have AoE'd, but I don't think I would have just one-shot like I did here. You know, I'm gonna ult. Could have single targeted, but I think it will one-shot either way, yep. I'm stupid. I said I wanted to like the Grey Demons from chapter 12 that people have difficulty with. I think chapter 11 or 12. But you can't because Melly is dead. Yeah, I'm gonna have to... I think this is when he returns, right? I can do like this one, yeah. Alright, now against our boy Grey Road, or our girl Grey Road. They are just a character that will never release in the game as a summonable character or a playable character at all, so that's funny. It's actually just impressive how they're taking so long to just release this character. They're gonna release her or them, and no one's gonna care because it's Grey Road, but it's still so funny to me. So unfortunately, because I'm using Merlin, Mel's passive ain't proccing. So that's really unfortunate. This would be a tough challenge for you because of that, but if you don't know, Grey Road's commandment is that when you kill someone, your stats get reduced by 30%, and that stacks. Every single time you kill someone, it's attacking melee. Come on. I'm gonna have to lower Merlin's gear to see if she dies. Yeah, I'm gonna take off her gear to see if she dies. Actually, okay, let me go back. Let me put blue Merlin so she can die and I can actually use Meliodas' passive. Using extra characters on the team that aren't commitments or demons is just detrimental to Meliodas. Alright, now blue Merlin here has no gear, so she should just get one shot actually. Because the enemy is green and they do a considerable amount of damage. So she should just die. Basically, yeah. Good, very good, very good. Next turn I can already use Melly's passive. Let's do this. So by killing Merlin, he'll actually, or they... Do they have a gender? It's a mess. It's a full black mass of masks. But yeah. They lowered their stats, as you can see right here at the top. So now I should be doing more damage technically. But how much is it? I think it's 30%. Let me 20. Okay, I thought it was 30. 20%. And it's permanent, I believe. Yeah, should be doing good damage here now, and life stealing all the way. So maybe an ultimate can do some damage to me if I have defense lowered, but yeah, at this point my stats are gonna go up so high, and their attack is lowered too. So I'm not worried about losing or anything like that. Just use my single target. Yeah, 213k. I fully heal. I just fully heal, and then I got my ultimate. Yeah, their ultimate did nothing to me. It does lower my defense, I guess, but I gained like 25% defense related stats by my passive. So it's not like their defense lowering is the most destructive thing on me or anything like that. Yeah. Alright, luckily the most difficult fraudulent is blue, so that's very good. There's, of course, I always pick again the, you know, latest stage of a boss, and this fraudulent is the latest one, and he's blue, thankfully. I feel like a lot of the, you know, later stages are blue. I don't know if that's a coincidence or meant to be, but I feel like they are. Alright. Not that bad. His ultimate does hit pretty hard though. So that's something to be worried about. But I will be fully healing here. So that's none of my concern. I will be fully healing. And of course I do have type advantage, so... Again, that ult did quite a bit of damage. But I do believe we're good. And if we kill him here, I believe this is the first unit we've had that soloed this boss. I don't recall if Estarossa did it. Maybe he had. I don't recall who else done this solo. Maybe Ascalon also did it. Ascalon was recent. I can't remember. Ascalon was very recent and I can't remember. I don't know why. But this one's a difficult one. He is destroying because like his stats are off the roof. He is an insane soloing character. Just, honestly, he's the best like soloing character there is, just because of how he works. As I mentioned, the Glocks and the Droll stage here, we are forced to use a Daenan King, but of course we can just pick the worst Daenan King there are, which are these two, and they would just probably die. I believe turn 2. They is how they die, because I've done this like a few times already, right? And the first turn I believe they don't die, but it's okay. You can use this to lower their defense actually. They do take a lot of damage. Oh, Droll be giving me resistance buffs as well, huh? That's really good. Let me do this. And then this. That's actually... This is an AoE attack, right? I believe so. That'll give them a buff. So melee will do double damage. Oh, he didn't actually damage Droll, so he didn't buff him. Unlucky. The end's dead, good. When King dies, then melee's passive can actually proc. Very good. Attack King, please. Are they seriously gonna attack only Meliodas? No. No, I don't believe that. Alright, I don't want to attack twice because that will proc Gloxinia's commitment. Let me do this. There's no way they're gonna single target only melee because of what actually? Okay, good. Thing is that he had 5 cards. I was gonna say now when you do damage to Meliodas, it's gonna buff Meliodas, but no damage. So, because Glox debuffed himself. How stupid can you be to debuff yourself? Like I really like your Glox, but come on, dude. Come on, my dude. I got my ult. I am not sealed. I thought that this Droll would seal me, but apparently I'm good, and they're not even doing damage to me. 16k, let's go! Okay. And we're done here. Actually, I'm quite excited to face real Golfer with this melee. Oh, didn't kill Droll. I mean, I have like 1 buff from my passive because it just weren't doing damage to me. I'm actually quite excited. Oh, he debuffs me with his ultimate in this stage here. Quite excited, quite excited to face the real Golfer. That's actually a pretty cool stage. And we're done. Our next stage is against Ludociel, and actually not that, you know, mad about it, because the character we are forced to use is Droll, and he's a commitment, so he actually procs our passive. I remember when the passive for melee was first, like, you know, translated, people were like, why do they specify commandments? Aren't all the commandments demons? People, no one cares about Droll, it's really good. I love Droll, man, he's such a good character. He has Jotaro's voice actor. That's enough for me to tell that character is good. But these people don't care about Droll, my boy. 147k. Very good. Kamichigiri. I think the voice actor for Melly went all out for this Assault Melly voice acting. It's really good. It's very different from the other Meliodas. Because he does, you know, get more aggressive. Alright, let's he does have a buff, so this will do double damage. Kamichigiri. Right. The single target should kill him. Just cause yeah. 5 buffs. Oh, 4, because I'm gonna lose 1. No, 5. He gave me so many buffs back that I didn't lose 1. Yep, now time for Real Gopher. That's a really good one, Real Gopher. And we're forced to use Gloxinia, which again, not the worst, because we do proc Melly's passive with Gloxinia. That's not bad at all. I'll take it. I do believe Gloxinia and Droll, you know, should be getting new characters soon. They should be releasing a 3rd version of these commitments at some point. And I think Gloxinia is a contender for having like a really good unit. Like, I don't like his commitment per se, but he sure deserves a good unit. Like, Red Glox isn't bad, but he isn't like great, you know? Okay. I guess Red Gopher cannot be debuffed, so that's interesting, but it's fine. Oh, I don't want to attack twice, actually. Let's just cleanse this and attack. I don't want to attack twice because that procs Glox's commitment. Again, I don't like Glox's commitment. If you don't know why actually his commitment is like this, I do believe it's because of Bloody Melly. If you don't know, Green Glox released when Valencia came out pretty much, and that's around the time when they were like struggling to like counter Bloody Melly. Bloody Melly was rampant on PvP. That's what everyone would use. It's just Bloody Melly. And they released Valencia and this Glox, and they were like, okay, so you use Valencia, you use Glox, and at that point they just basically can't do damage to you. Oh, he removes buffs! No! At that point they basically can't do damage to you. So I'm pretty sure that was the whole point of Glox's commitment, was to counter Bloody Melly. But I don't necessarily like characters like that, where like, you know, a lot of their point is to counter someone else. Again, I don't want to double attack because of the commitment. Yeah, I was hoping that would kill. I should have moved Melly's card. I was like, you know, if he doesn't kill, he's gonna ult me anyways, and I'm gonna lose the ultimate gauge. So I might as well not even, you know, might as well not even go for the ultimate, but it's gonna see ultimate gauge. I'm gonna cleanse that, get my ultimate next turn. Again, Red Glox is not a bad character. He's actually pretty decent. The cleanse is really good, but that's kind of like a lack of identity when a character is a fairy and the majority of his, you know, uses for cleanse, well, the same thing as Blue King, like, right? But of course, it's not like he's just like Blue King, because you can actually use him with melee and stuff like that, but you get what I mean. He's gonna remove my buffs again. He's gonna remove my buffs again. This was so unfortunate. I told you this fight's interesting. I like it. I like this fight. It's actually quite difficult. I would love for him to kill Glox. Does he do triple damage against buffed enemies? He must. He must. Because that was so much more damage than last time. No, he just removes buffs, right? Yeah, he just removes buffs. You kidding me, man? He actually killed me. I need Glox to die. I need more moves for Melly to use. Change the Green Glox so that you know, he can actually be targeted. The issue with Glox being alive is not that, you know, he's stopping Melly from attacking or anything, because I wouldn't be able to double attack anyways if he was dead, because I would only have one move. The issue is that I keep getting Glox cards when I could, you know, potentially merge a bunch of melee cards and get like a level 3 single target or something. When in this case, I mean, yeah, even though I have two melee cards here and I could use them technically, I won't because I would be debuffing my Meliodas anyways. There's no point in even using it. Again, Glock's commandment is something I'm not a fan of. But what can you do? What can you do? Yeah, and the Gopher having type advantage over melee is very annoying. You see how many Glocks cards I have? Like, I need Glocks to die. So I can actually get more melee cards. Only having this one level 1 AoE is not very good. Yeah. Okay. At least Glocks dies next turn. So that's not the worst. If only Glocks allowed me to use two attacks at once, it wouldn't be that bad, but again, his commandment is so bad. Okay, he's dead. That's gonna attack lore me, that's so unfortunate. And he attack sealed me. Oh no! Oh wow, actually. I die. I need more characters. Just because melee has type disadvantage against Gopher. Yeah, just because melee has type disadvantage. I'm gonna need more help. Definitely, I'm gonna need more help. Melee having type disadvantage. Oh! Not necessarily. But melee having type disadvantage is very bad. Having type disadvantage against like the main boss. Good. AoE got level 3. That's gonna D-rank it. No! No, my precious level 3. I'm gonna D-rank again, that's fine. It's gonna combine level 1s into level 2. That's not that bad actually. It's pretty good. I get my ultimate next turn. I will kill you with the AoE, I believe. Yes, I got my ult. Hopefully he will not attack lore me. I didn't actually see what card he had. That's ult seal. That's not bad. I ult. Next turn, I hope I get another attack single target. Give me an attack single target for the 3. Yeah, that's what I meant when I wanted Glocks to die, because now it's possible to get this. Before it just wasn't. I was gonna attack lower me, but I think it's fine. I think I'll be fine, even though attack lowered. The level 3 attack should be enough. Okay, I did not need more help then. That's good. That's very good. And he's dead. So this is the last boss melee can actually face here. After this chapter, the only good boss I would say that melee would be able to face that isn't melee himself is like Snake Melascula, but he can't because he's technically trapped in the cocoon. So this is the last boss that's actually a good boss that melee can face in story, because again he can't face himself as in assault mode, unfortunately. And after this we have like a really bad chapter. Chapter 15 was pretty bad, and then chapter 16 is good, but again he just can't face any of the bosses really. So yeah, this is the last one we have. It's a Zeldris though, so that's good. Unfortunately again we don't have anyone else though. We do have another Zeldris in that chapter, but it's fake Zeldris. So I was like, oh, this is real Zeldris. This is past Zeldris. So I was like, yeah, this is much cooler. Past Zeldris is definitely much cooler than a fake Zeldris. And Joe's dead, that's fine. We are finishing him off. Can't even crit. Unfortunate. Can't blame him. My melee has like, what, 200 crit resistance? No. How much the crit resistance does he have though? He does have 59. It's not the it's actually not the highest, but it's okay. This is done. Thank you guys for watching. This is melee against every relevant boss. That's it.